Bears in their home whites going right to left across your screen. The Mammoths of Amherst in the Road Blacks. Left to right. Pucks down. We're underway. 6 games left for the Polar Bears. And hey, they still got an eye on first place. Trinity's got a little bit of a lead, but the Polar Bears march to a second consecutive NESCAC crown. Is getting closer and closer. It's already beginning. If you count these crucial parts of the regular season, these final games flipped in there. Killerin looking ahead to Will Forrest, and I have to adjust the pronunciation of Will's name. I heard Coach Guite call him Killorn, of course, like Alex Killorn of the, well, formerly of the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think he's on Anaheim now. Forgive me, I have a bit of an East Coast bias with the NHL. Shot on there by Corcoran and a save by Kozik. And apologies to the Killerin family for the mispronunciation. Trying to play the puck there, Jacob Pohl draws the attention of both Dingus and Gilligan. Up top now, Jesse fires on off the end boards. Max Thiessen. Now Killerin trying to send in the other direction, dumped in by Forrest. Jesse stretches that one up ahead, but late Peter Shue, class 96. And you want to talk about a player that has the heart of a lion. I learned a little more as we have an icing here about Gabe Schipper's toughness, and that's something that always kind of jumps out to me, just how he's not afraid to engage anyone, even if there's a size mismatch. Well, he was playing some of his junior hockey in a place called Flim Flam, Manitoba, where apparently the road ends at the hockey rink, according to Coach Walsh. And they don't use cages or face masks up there, and no, about a stone's throw away from the Yukon territory. So that's some true Canadian hockey development for Gabe Schipper, who grew up in Sherman Oaks, California. And I just wanted to say Flim Flam, Manitoba. Missed it. 7-2 on the road. Right off the draw, Gilligan sends that into the corner. Entering Josh Burke. Now Max Thiessen. Centering feed, one-timer doesn't go for Kuzma. Now Vandervoort sees Jack Studley come away with it. Studley is the 13th best face-off winning percentage in the NESCAC. 53.8%. They try to work that to Hall. In transition, now in the other way go the Mammoths, trying to work numbers in their favor. They send it right in front of Kozik, and it doesn't connect. Now up top, trying to go back door was, well, Ritter trying to set up his teammate out in front who's looking. These will be donated to Maine Paws for Veterans. And some pretty slick-looking camo one-off uniforms for the Polar Bears tomorrow, too. So if you can come on down and help out the cause, we know the boys would love for you to show up and help them show appreciation to the military community. Schipper looking for Davis. Tease it a little later on as the Polar Bears in the O-zone, but he's told a pretty cool story of perseverance that really helps to tell the kind of person Ricky Davis is and about his development. So we'll try to sprinkle that in sometime this weekend. Dumped in by Killerin. Chipped up. Killerin, 2 for Leslie. And Corcoran tied up on the draw. Sophomore from Duxbury, Massachusetts. Schipper trying to play it away from Corcoran. But sharp angle, high half wall. Sent on by Guest. Is handled by Leslie. Corcoran to do battle with Jack Studley. He scored against Amherst in the 4-2 victory earlier this season. Scrum at the half wall. D to D. Over to Gilligan and Stoneman. But an icing as he tried to beat it out. And to score 6 on the year. And as they've done so many times this season, the hard work at the net front paying off for the Polar Bears. So Bowdoin, when they score first, 9-2-2 on the year. Well, Ballman will get the primary. And Forrest will get the secondary. Killeran looking for positioning. Mammoth send the house towards the net. And another icing here with 4:37 remaining in the first. So another ozone draw for the Mammoths. As Vandervoort sends it up top. Jesse scores! It fires it past Alex Kozik. His first career goal, so congratulations to Zachary. He's played in all 18 games this year, but that does remind me that Connor McGinnis, the senior defender relied upon on the team, is out again this evening. Matt Toporowski, talented forward, also out for the Mammoths. So forgive me, meant to mention that at the beginning of the broadcast. Again, we don't get a lot of specifics on injuries as line out. Corcoran centering. Mammoths once again. Connor Guest will dump it in. Into the corner pole. That one's going to deflect back up top. Kimball. Kimball tries to return it down low. Polar Bears trying to get it out of the zone. Mammoths keep sealing the line. In the corner, we get the buzzer as Shipper trying to pull one past Alex Kozik for his first goal as a Mammoth. Shots 13-7 in favor of Amherst. Only one power play opportunity. It was for the Mammoths. They did not convert. 12 face-off wins out of 19 for Amherst. 2 blocks on the Polar Bears side, 1 on the Mammoth side. Kozik has stopped 12, while Connor Leslie has stopped 6. Teams have switched sides. Polar Bears left to right. In the home whites, Mammoths in the road black and purple, going right to left. And an icing here. Bowdoin is 4-2-1 on the year when tied after the first period of play. Amherst is 2-2-0. Polar Bears in the NESCAC as Shipper's going to go back to chase this draw. One a little too cleanly. The Polar Bears are 7-2-3 in the league. That's 5-1 in regulation, 2-1 in overtime, 3 ties. in the other direction. Here's Kuzma, cut off, but the trailer puts it on, and swatting the rebound away is Clark. That was Burke who let it fly. Dingus, one of the top NESCAC face-off performers, going to lose this one. Fourth best face-off winning percentage at 58.7. 14th most face-off wins at 135. Those numbers good as of puck drop, not including tonight. Here's Corcoran, offline, intended for Guest, but fired on. Kozik with the save off his chest. Dingus tries to flip it up ahead, cut off by Carmody. Burke. Wojciechowski. Polar Bears changing the lines up a little bit. You got Dingus, Davis, and Sarapak out there together. Saw Shipper skating with Stoneman and Callahan, reuniting those three. Up top from the point blocker, save, rebound, into the half wall. This one just fired towards it, bounced off a body, then a piece of piping. Assuming that was from the net. May have been off the dasher. Burke back to play. There's Davis. Sarapak trying to power through. Sarapak now engaged with Thiessen. Got a point shot a few moments ago in transition. There's Burke. Wanting the pass from behind is Valachi. And Wojciechowski, backdoor save. Kozik, second opportunity, third opportunity. Oh, Alex Kozik flying around like a cartoon character out there. Polar Bears kill it. 3-on-1, Davis. Oh, just out of the reach of Studley. What a stretch of save by Kozik, and he has to make another two right there. Mammoth won't even give us a chance to praise him. Right side. He blasted it by Alex Kozik for his first of the year, first as a Mammoth. Shots are 26-10, unofficially, in favor of the Mammoths, who have driven the play this period. Amherst 0 for 2 on the power play. Mammoths have won 22-33 draws, 3 block shots on the Polar Bears side, 1 on the Mammoth side. 25 saves for Alex Kozik, 9 for Connor Leslie. So all the way back down into Mammoth's territory for an offensive zone draw for the Polar Bears. It's the only period in which the Mammoths have a negative goal differential in aggregate. 19 goals for 23 scored on them. They scored their 60th goal of the season earlier today, and they've allowed 51. Or earlier this evening, I should say, not to confuse you folks even further. That dump started by Jack Gilligan. Sarapak turns, fires. Leslie covers it up before Studley. And little extracurriculars. Nothing like last week, though. Oh, the Polar Bears are going to send out Wheeler, Ballman, and Lycan. And Gilligan and Clark on the point. Gilligan fires, saved by Leslie. Jack must have our broadcast in his ear, just talking about his effectiveness last Saturday on the point shot right after the draw. Burke now in the direction of Jesse. Tapped right back to Jesse. Works it on over to Vander. For Amherst, as Murray does battle with Dingus. Dingus wins this one. Amherst forces the turnover behind the net, and Kozik will cover it up. On the lookout in front. That was Ryan Tucker with the bid. Wheeler with a win. Off the draw, Burke going to try to start transition. Ballman cross ice intended for Lycan. Mammoths get a stick on it. That's Jesse. Leslie leaves it there. Mammoths now have to deal with the Polar Bears forecheck. And they solve it. Murray. Cross ice sent on by Fox. And Kozik doesn't let that pass. Fox trying to find Murray out in front. Polar Bears don't let that come together. Wojciechowski looking for it. Wheeler will help him out. And they work it back to Burke. Burke over the blue line. Jesse. But Studley there to force the turnover. Now Thiessen. Sarapak. Trying to avoid Kuzma. Up top. Abbott. And that will more than one power play goal. Callahan wins it back. Clark. But a relentless effort from Josh Burke to clear that away. Again, Amherst on the kill, 96.6%, 56 of 58, the third best kill in the nation. No surprise, the top kill in the NESCAC. Shipper with speed. Clark up high through the sea of bodies. Redirect doesn't go the Polar Bears' way. Callahan score! Kozik had a flurry. He stomped about 4 opportunities in what felt like 1 full second. Right around the 8:50 mark of the frame on the Amherst power play. And then stopped a follow-up flurry right after that. And that moment, if the Polar Bears do hold on, will be looked back on as a crucial one in this game. But the Mammoths wasting no time getting back to controlling the puck. Trying to exit the zone. Ballman, the goal scorer, finds Wheeler. Again, Amherst, the team with a ton of speed. They're dangerous in transition. Polar Bears enters the zone off of Kozik. But that more trickled towards Kozik's crease. Dumped back in. Stoneman chasing after it. Jesse got to it first. Callahan flings it back in on the dump. Callahan's going to be the F1 here. Try to use the body to win the puck battle. Mammoths strong in transition, as we just mentioned. Pole reaching for it. Jesse. As Connor guessed. Dingus cuts it off. Forrest trying to get Hall. Mammoths will win the battle. Turned in on the dump by Murray. With a whistle here. So Ricky Davis had a short stint with the El Paso Rhinos. So Davis from Newfields, New Hampshire, goes all the way to El Paso. He's cut from the team, then goes to Danbury and suffers the same fate. Shot save made by Kozik to deny Murray. So he made his way up to the Twin City Thunder, went 16, 14, and 30, caught the attention of the Polar Bears, who recruited him not too far up the road, up in the Lewiston, Auburn region. And it just really speaks to the different journeys folks can take in the game of hockey. And if you have that perseverance, shot on a 2-on-1, Thiessen with the save. If you have that perseverance, sticking to their game plan, eventually getting things even again. Again, those last two goals are momentum shifters historically. Center ice draw upcoming. Burke with Kuzma to his left, Vandervoort to his right. Gove and Jesse on the points. Ritter's going to get the primary. And Fox is going to get the secondary. Leslie will hold on. So the Mammoths win the draw. Again, the third best kill in the country. They gave up only their third power play goal tonight. And, tip of the cap there to assistant coach Cam McDonald with the one-handed, bare hand snag of the puck. Baseball season isn't too far away, folks. One back to Clark. D to D Lycan in the slot. They try to go diagonal to Callahan. From the Polar Bears, too. Just angle might have been a little too sharp. Stoneman with a nice move to enter. Tries to catch up with Wheeler, and that one won't go. Another look from up top, just sent on by Lions. Stoneman on the one-timer. Doesn't get a lot of mustard off of that one. 36 seconds left to go on the power play. Over to Davis. And an offsides. Lion. So Callahan still sticking with Stoneman and Shipper, reunited earlier in the game. Saw Coach Ben Guite shift the lines up as this game's going on. Thiessen dumps it in, which really tells me he was trying to, of course, it goes without saying, you change the lineup, you try to get a spark. But when we were talking earlier today, I asked him, did you shift anything around or shift much around as that bounces off of Callahan? And he mentioned, now this is the time of the year we want to try to lock the lineup in. Well, some fine tuning needed to be done, and Kozik with another pad save to deny Jesse there. Check that. That was actually Corcoran. It in. Stretched up. Deflects off of Forrest. They'll go for a change. Sarapak tries to engage. But moved in nicely by Thiessen. Sarapak in the other direction. Sarapak tries to get by Valachi. Valachi wins that puck battle. In this one, it's a 2-2 game. Kuzma's thinking 3-2. Nothing doing there. Clark off of Lycan. Ballman gets there. Ballman tries to find Dingus. Shot doesn't make its way through. Now in the other direction, here comes Zachary Murray. Murray on a partial break. Murray tries to sneak it in. Kozik says no. And the net comes off the moorings. And the clock won't stop till there's 33.8 seconds left. They're going to have to add some time back on the clock. Went a good 3-4 seconds once the net was off the mooring. See if they actually do it. But my goodness, what another impressive save by Alex Kozik just to deny Zachary Murray, who created a breakaway for himself. With 25 seconds remaining in regulation. Callahan looking for Davis. Davis trying to get by. The first-year Davis. Here's Studley. Tries to make it through. Abbott dumps it in. 8 seconds left. And folks, the Polar Bears are going back to overtime alone. Isaac Abbott. Davis pulls up just in time. Polar Bears a little late to get Sarapak out there, so Davis will reset. Thiessen's out there for Amherst along with Murray. Here's Davis driving in, backhander. Nearly had to jump over the net. Ryan Tucker, the third out there right now for Amherst. Here's Sarapak getting the wheels going. Off the half wall. Murray. Patient with it. 2:23 remaining. And a game saver there to deny Ben Kuzma. Jesse Lyken. Lyken got free, had a lane to shoot, didn't take it. Now Callahan, he'll try out in front. Is Abbott trying to stuff it home? 2 seconds left and one. The unbeaten streak goes to